All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Mm, 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 mm. Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely, lovely Sabbath day that started in which the Most High Ahia has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall, and guess what? I will rest therein. I'm coming with a message, and I have titled the message Code of Silence Within. Code of Silence Within. I believe that there is a code of silence taking place in this day. I believe that people have used this devil platform so much to the point that they don't know if they're going or coming. They really don't. And those that holds this code of silence are those who have parked themselves at the seat and at the table of others when they hold spirit and truth, but they question it because there's a code of silence within where nobody is talking about the power of Yah, the spirit and truth of who he is. No one is talking about righteousness. No one is talking about faith and belief and fear of the Most High Yah. There is a code of silence within. And a lot of times when I am uploading videos, I'm constantly telling it to those who are spirit and truth walkers or those who have a light, even if it's a pin needle of light. Why? Because I know that they are out there, but it seems as if there's a code of silence within on the earth today. There is a code of silence. To me, I know based on how the Ruach is always letting me know they are out there, but it's something's going on with the way that they are speaking, the way they refuse to teach, the way they refuse to speak, the way that they refuse to walk and represent the Most High God. There is a code of silence because they hold back on righteousness. They hold back on belief. They hold back on faith. They hold back on fear. Those are four brands of those who come down. They are branded for the Father's namesake. But there is a code of silence within that has silenced many. And I know what it is. He that has a code of silence within is because there is a code of silence that rests without. There is a code of silence that rests without. Those that don't have spirit and truth and don't have the light, those that have a pin needle of light and spirit and truth, they decide to rest in those bosoms of those who are without. That's why they go to and fro on this platform trying to get someone to justify, clarify, and identify what is within them. And they keep falling and failing at the task. Why? Because they are silent to what righteous belief, faith, and fear, the brand of the Most High Yah. They are silent in those areas. But they can get up under those who are without spirit and truth, without the light, and be on this devil platform day and night searching those who have not spirit and truth, those who have not the light. So I titled this message, The Code of Silence Within, is because they turn to the code of silence that rests without. They don't have righteous. They don't have belief. They don't have faith. They don't have the fear of the Most High God. And those that has the righteousness in them, the belief and the faith, they're leaning to those that are without. Don't get caught out there, because he end up showing you really which side you really belong, because that's what last hour we're in. That's why Sister Deborah says you should know where you stand. And if you don't, something wrong. There is something wrong. We in the last hour that's rounding up, and you don't know where you stand in spirit and truth. If you are the light, if you have a pen needle of light, you don't know what righteous is. You don't know what faith is. You don't know what fear is. You don't know what belief is. Because you're trusting those that they have the code of silence that rest without these things in which is within. It's what's greater, is what within than he that is without or out or without. That's how greater you really are when he is in. So the code of silence, as a prophetess in the will, what need will it be to have a prophetess in the world today? He that has the code of silence without, that rests without, they are content. They don't care if you don't have no administrative positions. They don't care if you have no gift that been poured out from heaven. What will there be, and why will there be a head over the body, which the head is Christ, HaMashiach? What need is it for the head to be over the body that have no function, no administrative positions, no gift? Head, why are you needed? See, y'all messed up, because y'all created it to be no head and no body, but we the church. They didn't understand the gift that were poured out to each individual that were in the body of HaMashiach. Where are those gifts? Where are those callings? Where are those purpose? Where are those positions? We don't need the head. What do we need the head for if everything that was given to the body does not exist? That shows you how all these years, thousands of years, you all have forsaken the will in the order that Yah predestined it to be. And just because you've forsaken it in your mind and in your heart, in your eye and in your ear, don't mean that it don't exist. I want to show you something I want to tell you something that the Father shared with me. He said, Deborah, why did I put a head? What is the purpose of a head for the body? Who is this head? What would be the purpose? And I say, Father, thou know all things. You know this. And I know you know this because I know this. I wouldn't have known this if you didn't know this. So I know you know this. The head of the body. The body is the church, y'all. That's where the saints are at. That's where all the gifts are at. But wait a minute, hold up now. They got a head. Who is the head? HaMashiach. All power is in that head. So why do we need the head of a man? You see, they done mess y'all up on the floor. Because they want you to stay in stupid. They want you to stay in the realm of the flesh, the order of the flesh. He is the head. See, back in the old, when they never followed nothing in this book, because this book wasn't there, nor did they follow any order of the Most High Yah. But now they come today and they want to follow the orders of the Most High Yah and fail to realize there's a new sheriff in town. The Son of Man sits on the right hand of the Father. But the Father gave the body, the church, the saints, a head. So tell me, how are you, flesh, my head, and the HaMashiach, Christ, is my head? That's the part that has been silent. It's just all over the world. And don't think my Father didn't know they was going to do that. He know it. He always got something up in the bush. He know what he doing. I understand what he doing, but the difference between me and you is I'm not a dead prophetess. I'm a living one. I see today and tomorrow. Can you say the same? You see? The prophet yesterday saw yesterday and kind of gave us some prophecies of today, but they can't be greater than the ones today living. Why? Because they given the prophecies of a right now word from the Most High God and giving you how tomorrow is going to be. Because the way today has stood up like unto it was spoken of the prophets of yesterday. So what is happening, there's a silence. Nobody wants to tell spirit and truth. No one wants to talk about righteous, upright, just. No one wants to talk about holy. Nobody wants to talk about the of Yah. They don't want to talk about the fear of Yah. They don't want to talk about the belief of Yah. Those are 4 brands come from heaven to brand his. But it's a silence. Everything about the world is being heard. Everything about what's going on in the world is being seen and heard. And people are walking into their belief based on all the things that is going on in the world. Well, Sister Deborah's not in, she's up in the world, but she's not of it. So I can't sit and take the rest of my life telling you about what's all in the world, because that's been prophesied as well. But I can give you what the Father gives me and how he teaches me. I can share that which he giveth unto me. But what I see is there is a code of silence. Let's keep quiet. Let's not talk spirit and truth. Let's not talk righteous. Let's not talk about faith. Let's not talk about Yah's fear. Let's not talk about his belief. We just gonna keep silent, keep watching YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patriot, all these platforms, and we're gonna go by what they say. There's a silence a code of silence among the people. And the reason why the 10 versions, 5 versus the other, is letting you know ain't everybody gonna be ready. Because ready ain't gonna be for them. Not what is gonna take place. Letting you know. I divide mine already in Genesis chapter 3 and 15. That's mine. I'm divided. Y'all just gone up here and not recognize it. Because if you teach it, it'll set the captive free in their spirit. So you want them to feel that they are in captivity in their spirit, so they won't never catch on to spirit and truth, nor will they have the light to walk in the midst of all of this darkness. They'll just think darkness is light. And I was giving you verses last night regarding that same thing. There are people who think that the darkness is light and the light is darkness because they are walking in the way of the world and they loving it. But there is a code of silence that's taking place on the earth today where people are buying into all these platforms and understanding the teachings of all the platforms, and none of it is feeding their spirits. So they're taking on the code of silence that rests without spirit and truth, nor the light. And he that is of the spirit of the Most High Yah, born of the spirit, guess what? He has to come back to understanding spirit and truth. But he's lost without a cause, because this is the time, the hour in which he said, don't be caught out there, because only certain ones gonna come through. The other ones gonna go back, think they can go get something, they ain't gonna be able to get it. That's the 10 virgins. So there is a code of silence that's taking place. They are silent toward righteousness. Should they be? I guess it's okay. If he says lawlessness, so what happened? They go out there and they fall under the lawlessness. And they can't see nothing wrong with the lawlessness. You see what I'm saying? Everybody that says, Yah, a higher is not a highest. And what I come to understand, the whole broad gate think they represent Yah. The whole broad gate. That's why they on all these platforms. The people giving them the strength to think that they are famous. They are important. They are all that and some. And none of them are spirit and truth, nor the light of the Most High Yah. The Father said something to me. I think I said it once. I'm going to say it again. He said, Deborah, if they preach that you need a head, what's wrong with the head I gave them? I said, Father, it's a silence within them. They don't want to tell spirit and truth. They don't want to have the light in the midst of all this darkness. They want to live the lie. They feel content to live the lie. Everything is plainly seen. See, what they didn't understand when the new sheriff stepped in town, which is Yeshua HaMashiach, everything of yesterday flipped backwards, flipped over. I put it like that. And it brought in a different power, a different authority, a different leadership, a different ruler. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High God. So he says, if I form the body, and in the body are the administrative position, in the body are all the gifts that I poured out, in the body are those that belongs to the church. They are the saints. They're in the body. And then I turn around and give them a head. What head do they need? Who told them they needed another head? Did they forget that the Son of Man came? Now he's on the right hand. But I gave to the body of HaMashiach. He's the head. The power of Yah is the head. And we are the church. Who tells me I need a head? See what I'm saying, y'all? Who gonna override the head that I'm up under? Just going back to tell y'all, when they trying to whoop you with commandments, whoop you with a diet, whoop you with a dress code, whoop you with everything, fringes, all these things wrapping your head, guess what? What happened to the one that's the head over this body? Why didn't you all understand that there's a head that's over the body? Why is it we don't understand the way the Father has orchestrated? Because there's a code of silence that's going on. And it's going to cause a lot of people to be lost when it's time to get up out of here. Because there is. So what I believe is something snuck in through the back door, or maybe the basement door, the basement window. Because I'm like saying, okay, you asking me, you saying to me, Father, something I never gave it any thought. When he told me, okay, Deborah, if I gave you gifts, I told you that I poured out gifts. I have also called this one to do this one to do this, and this one to do this. They are all to work in this body. But in this body, I put a head over it. And who is that? My power. That same head that came down with Yeshua, which is Jesus as the world called it, is the same head I put over my church. Who's to say that you need another head outside of that one? You see, when he told me that this morning, that just knocked me off the rocker. Because I'm like saying, Father, I never would have thought of it like that. But he said that's because nobody's talking about it. It's a code of silence on righteous, on just, upright, belief, faith, and fear. Those things which are spiritual. It's a code of silence on it. So everybody taking the word of those without, they're not even in the body. But we taking their word, and they ain't giving you no spirit and truth. They ain't giving you no light to see in darkness, but you upholding them up with every word that they mumble jumble out of their mouths. There is a code of silence. Because it's so many times I go before the Father, I say, Father, they ain't heard that now. Hold up, Father. They don't know nothing about that. This makes sense to me. When they come to me and say a code of silence with those within, hey, I thought about it. I said, but that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It leads you to see, to understand in the spirit and truth realm and in the light that, wait a minute, something wrong with this picture. You don't hear it. You don't hear people talking spirit and truth. You don't hear people talking as if they got the light and they leading you to a narrow gate. It goes right back to what he said. Narrow is the gate that leads to life, which is righteous. And very few, Deborah, I told you, will find it. Because there's too many going through the broad gate and are content to being led that way. Let me give you an example. Let me show you something. Exactly what I'm talking about. There's someone came to my page and left something in the comment. And this individual spoke to me in this way. Now listen to this. First of all, they came to the video that says, get ready to escape. The video that I upload was live where I say, get ready to escape. This individual comes to the page and this is what they said. Is this a physical ship or a spiritual ship? I don't know where to place all these messages. Someone educate me. Right then, this individual is a lost spirit. Lost. Totally lost. Totally lost. They don't know nothing about spirit and truth. They don't know nothing about nothing but what? They know exactly what? The code of silence that rests without. That's what they know. This is an example of it. When you say to me in the comment, is this a physical ship or a spiritual ship? If you were where you should have been in this midnight hour, you would know. Furthermore, he didn't tell you how he was going to do it. He just wanted us to know that he's going to go to the four corners and gather us from the four corners. He didn't give nobody how he was going to do it, the day, nor the hour, and the way he's going to do it. He just said that he's going to do it. You know what I think that's beautiful? It's at least he's telling us he's going to do it. Now, I believe that. I don't have to know if it's on a ship, if it's on a spaceship, if it's on a plane. All I know in the spiritual realm, you're going to do what you do best. And it ain't for me to know the day nor the hour and how I'm getting up out of here. This is a person that's caught up in wanting their emotion, which is their flesh, satisfied. Not trying to get their spiritual being lining up with spirit and truth or having the light. I need to know if it's a physical ship or a spiritual ship. Let me ask the question. What difference does it make to you if you lost? If you out in the darkness, what difference does it make what ship it's going to be? Whether it's a spiritual or a natural, if your spirit ain't right with Yah. See, everybody this is the prime example of what I was saying. People want to hear it from those who rest without the spirit. They want them to justify, clarify, which way is it? Which way we got to head? Where's the direction? Which ship? What ship should I get on? And what time? And what hour? And what day? Because they so caught up in wanting to know, and their inner man ain't even, their spiritual man ain't even in righteousness. But they want to know these things. This individual said this is a physical ship or a spiritual. What about your spirit? Are you born of the flesh or are you born of the spirit? How about that? How about that? How about checking that out? You see, this is what you need to be checking out. Instead of checking out if it's a physical ship or a spiritual. When you start to really walk in Yah, you could care less. You could care less. Because honestly, a lot of y'all don't understand. It ain't going to be a moment where you ready. Oh, let me put on my clothes. Let me put on my suit. Let me put on 2 or 3 jackets. Let me put on these type of shoes. Let me do this. No. When he gathered you, it's going to be with his mighty right hand. And you're going to look stupid if you're going to be looking for something. Oh, let me pack this here. And that's why I said pack your spiritual bag. Leave your natural bag behind. See, everybody wants to be in full understanding how this is going to be done in our flesh. You see? But he says it's not the things that you see and believe, Deborah. Tell them people it's what you don't see, but yet your spirit believes. Praise the mighty Yah. Oh, but Father, they don't want that. Because this individual continued to say, I don't know where to place all these messages. You know why you don't know where to place them? It's because you loaded in your flesh, seeking the things of the flesh. You have no food for your spirit because you're searching messages to please your flesh. If you done ate that much food, it had to come out off a natural mouth and not a spiritual. That's why you got so many messages that you don't know where to place it. Another thing, the individual says, someone educate me. Baby, this don't come by education. That lets you know that's worldly. You see what I'm saying? You know exactly who this person is. a person that's lost out there in the darkness, that's coming to your page, challenge you on what they heard somewhere else. Go to that page and ask that individual. Sister Deborah is about spirit and truth and the light. I'm not here to educate nobody. The world can educate you on what you need. Because there's a lot of them on this devil platform carrying the King James Bible, thinking they educating you. Go there. We need to stop trying to get what we need in our flesh, that satisfying feeling of thinking that we know it all, that we got it all. We know his left side, we know his right side. And you know what, y'all? Let me show you something. Whenever he can come to me in the morning and say to me, Deborah, why would a person need a head if I put Hamashiach, which is Christ, to be the head over the body? Ain't that deep, y'all? That should be an eye-opener to millions of people. You mean to tell me the power of the Father's right hand that came down here with the Son of Man is over the church and the saints with all that power? Yes. That's why when he poured out the gifts, y'all, they was for you to receive and believe and to hold dear to them and to use them. But what did they do? I got to go to YouTube and Twitter. I got to find out stuff that I can do in the flesh so that people can see me and believe who I am. That's what the whole world did. They went out and grabbed administrative positions, grabbed gifts of the flesh, and got all of you all locked into it. And this is why there's a silence amongst those who are within, who has it within. Because the body of Hamashiach, which is the church, y'all, which is the saints, you're supposed to be telling them. You're supposed to be showing them signs and wonders. You're supposed to be showing them what it's like to go in the hospital, bring out that gift of healing. You're supposed to be going into the church and tell them if somebody just out of control and speaking in tongue, which tongue is it? You're supposed to be going to them, prophesying and giving them a right now word. But you ain't doing nothing. You silent. It's a code of silence within you. Saying, nope, I'm just going to go to YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and hear them. And you're hearing those that are without. They don't have nothing. But that's who you follow behind. So you go over to that page. The reason why I say this, because I've heard someone else tell me what Carrie Ann, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right or not, Carrie Ann said, Sister Deborah has no connection with a Carrie Ann nor Ann Carrie. You understand? I am a prophetess in the wilderness, a servant of the Most High God. I'm not feeding you my dreams and vision. I'm feeding you spirit and truth, coming directly from the Father to my spirit, and I'm feeding it to you. I don't have time to get visions and dreams regarding Beyonce, Kayon, or whatever their names are, and bring it back to you and tell you, y'all showed me in a dream and in a vision. What in the world does it look like in such a midnight hour y'all is concerned about Beyonce, Kayon, or anybody else in the world that's out here serving Satan 100? But y'all gonna break into my sleep and give me visions regarding them. Come on now, talk to me, somebody. What sense does that make? Sister Deborah is not caught up in that. That's not a... Someone reminded me today that was with me today. He said, you remember that lady that came to your store in Atlanta and she approached you with all those positions? She said, my name is so-and-so pastor, so-and-so evangelist, bishop. She called herself a bishop, evangelist, top, whatever, prophet. She was calling herself all those names. And I'm like, okay, my name is Sister Deborah. See, that shut her down. She looked stupid. because I'm not going to grab all those positions that don't have no power to back it up. You see? So he was reminding me this evening that you remember that lady that came, because he was with the lady. He the one let the lady in the store. That was my ex-husband. He let her in the store. He was reminding me of her being in the store. You remember all the positions she said she had? I said, yeah, I remember. First thing the father said, okay, I tell you what. When you see her again, you tell her, where is her power? And that lady came like 2 months, probably 2 or 3 months later. And I told her, I got to talk. I got a word for you. She said, oh, yeah. She was just laughing and grinning. I said, you came and you addressed me the first time you came here with all those positions. And the Father in heaven told me to ask you, where is your power? Let me tell y'all why. If you are a bishop, a pastor, evangelist, a prophet in one, that means heaven saw you to be the best of the best on this earth. You mean he poured all those gifts down from heaven? Where's the power to back it up and to back it down? You see? You want to be all these administrative pitches. What they do is, this is what those pastors are doing. It was one time they were just sticking with, I'm a pastor, I'm a bishop. Then they start running to being a prophet, because they knew if I claim to be a pastor and a prophet, or if I can't claim to be a bishop and a prophet, or if I claim to be a bishop, apostle, and a prophet, then we won't have no outer people coming in to bring judgment on us, because we are that. You see, they were doing that. They didn't used to do that, but they became people who grabbing many positions to keep you from being higher than where they say that they are. Well, that's what it is today, y'all. That's what it is today. And those that have the true gifts. Now, see, y'all would think that the gifts has ceased. No, they ceased because they're in us and we refusing to use them. We under a code of silence because we run into those who are without, that's not even in the body, preaching and teaching on these devil platforms. And we taking their word over the word that's greater in us already. What do we need a head for if Christ is the head of the church? See, this is showing you right here. When you want to claim any position, you better recognize if that's the purpose he purposed in you, you better pull up. We're talking about the head of the body. You don't come up out of the body saying, I'm this. And then the head sitting there being the head over the whole body with all the power, and you all this and that with no power. Come on now. That's the problem. That is a problem. Those that are within has a code of silence within because they are resting with those who are without. They don't have no gift, no power, no nothing, but you're giving them all this authority. And you wonder how the heathens end up with so much power. It's what you gave them. That's why they overly done what they done. Because you made it so easy and simple. And you went up against your own to give them what they want. And they showed you that it didn't mean nothing. Because we're going to overly do it to you. Even beyond what the Father has placed us here to go through. That's why they overly did it. We made it easy. Just like we do today. We make it easy. I ain't never in my life seen so many men lick the foot of heathens and Gentiles. And it bothers me, especially when they like 45, 50, 60, and 70. They still in this mode of, yes, sir, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And when I see that, I look at them, I don't see them in their worth to be able to be in, to line up with something like that. They still like that, y'all. But then they come up to you and want to be man. I want to be leader and ruler, king and ruler. Get you under my feet. Submit to me. But then when the white man pull up, the heathens and Gentiles pull up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, it's just like he said. He's right. He's right. I'm like, hold up. What? So this is how you rumble? Yes. That's the truth of the matter, y'all. That's the whole truth of the whole matter. That's how the mindset is out here. And those that are silent is silent. Now they might end up losing their life here in this country because they're silent of who they are and they carry the gifts and they're in the body. They most likely gonna lose their life right here because he invested too much in you as administrative position, full of gifts, and then he put the head over you, Hamasiach, and then you ain't got sense to break the code of silence and talk about spirit and truth and the light. You still talking like you in midnight darkness because you've been following all these YouTubers and you ain't never followed the will of the Father that has invested the light and spirit and truth in you, but you wants to follow those on these devil platforms and say, yeah, they the truth. They ain't gave you no food for your spirit, only food for your flesh. You go to their page every day and eat from food for your flesh, and you think you got something. It's been a blessed 6 days. This week from Monday to today, I'm thinking today's Saturday too, but today, 5 days. This has been a bless. I don't know what's going to happen after the 7. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going to happen after the 7 day, but within these 5 days, I've learned so much through the Ruach. I thought I knew something. Because when he came to me this morning and I got up, he said, you know, let me tell you what I wrote. I post this. Okay, watch this here. 2 great gifts from God is to have his spirit resting within and to be given the discerning spirit to know who is without. To have, there's 2 great gifts. One is to have the gift of the Spirit of Yah within, resting within, and be given the gift to discern those who are without. That's such a blessing. That is such a blessed gift, combined. Because if he is greater in you than he that is in the world, then he's in you. He's greater. But he turned around and bless you with a gift called discerning. Tell me if that's a double whammy, y'all. To know who is without. Without what? The Holy Spirit. That's deep. See, he bless you with the gift of the Spirit, and then turn around and bless you with the gift of discerning to discern those who are without the Spirit. You see, that's deep for me. And I post that. And I said, now, Father, that's kind of powerful to me because that's actually who I am. Who you made me to be. You see, it ain't for people to get it. Because if they don't get him, if they don't get me, he say, they don't get him. And I like that. I like him talking to me that way. I like him to commune with me that way. A lot of people say, well, that ain't true. It don't matter what's true. You know, haven't y'all heard this new thing that's going on? This is my truth. You got your truth. This is my truth. If that ain't Satan from the pit of hell, I don't know I ain't gonna even say Satan. I'm gonna stop lying on him all the time. When I say all the time, go on, tell on these people. Tell on these people. Yep, they are Satan's seed. They cutting up from the floor. That's the seed that is without. It's a coal of silence that those who have it within is resting in the cold of silence of those without. And let me explain what that said. They have the ability to speak spirit and truth, and they got a code of silence locked on them. And this is nobody's fault but them themselves. But they rest themselves among those that are without. You see? So they wobble in those who without the spirit. They find themselves in the midst of that. And they become content. That's what's going on. That's why you don't hear people on this devil platform teaching spirit and truth. You don't hear them talking about anything that has to do with the light. And all in the whole Matthew's all the way down, even to Revelation, talks about the light. But what is it that you don't hear them talking about? To me, the power of that narrow gate is so powerful. That is the only way. And I'm in the fullness of understanding why it's narrow and why very few shall find their end. Because I sit as a living prophetess, seeing in this day, nobody going toward the narrow gate. I see this. That's why I can stand on here and speak against those that's not speaking spirit and truth, and against those who don't have the light. Why you think they don't come over to bother me? It's because they know. They already know who you are. Praise the mighty Yah. That's why. That's why. You ain't gonna come over here whooping scriptures and verses and all of that. Why? Because you can't whoop me with that. I'm in the body of Hamashiach. And Hamashiach, which is Christ, is the head of this whole church. He don't need a man or a woman to be a head over. He is the head. He is all power. He is the spirit of Yah. And he is the word. That's who the head is. The same one that came down with the Son of Man. And he's with the church right now today. He's with the saints right now today. I know a lot of y'all think the saints is up in the church over there. All the saints are those who follow all these knuckleheads on YouTube. Those are the true saints. Those are the true church. I know it. That's who they are. They're the real ones. And that's why the gate that is broad is so broad. I'm going to see what time I have. I want to go to a couple of verses here. Okay. I wanted to say the code of silence that rests without. It is without righteous. It is without fear. It is without the spirit of faith. It is without belief. It's just out of everything. And many are walking therein. Now, in Isaiah 45, let's go to Isaiah 45. Isaiah chapter 45. The reason I want to explain to you all, the reason why I'm starting to feel this flush of the Father is about to do something, and he's about to make a move. The reason why is because you see more and more people tuning into darkness. You see more and more people falling away. It's happening, you guys. They don't want to hear truth. They don't want to see truth. They don't want to feel truth. They don't want no part in nothing. That's what I experienced this past Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. In the midst of these people, the Spirit of the Most High was saying, discern, use your spirit of discerning devil. And it was so hard for me to do that. It was easy, but it was hard because everyone had a wicked spirit on them. And I was like lost to see that many people with that type of spirit sitting there. And I was able to discern it without saying a word. I'm telling you, it was almost like he had me in a situation where I was being tested. That's why I know and I feel that something is about to take place, you guys. Something is about to take place. Because people are turning away from anything that's connected to light. People are turning away from anything that's spirit and truth. They don't want to hear nothing about the Most High God. Nothing. They want to rest right where they are, and they are so content. They don't even want to move out of the place in which they are in. So that leads me to understand that, wait a minute, it ain't going to be very many that Yah is going to bring out of here. That's what you were saying. A small remnant. And this is what I'm saying to you all. What I'm starting to understand is it is a small remnant. It is. It is a small remnant. Because when you think of a small remnant, you have to understand what number of count versus how many people on this earth, or even in your own tribe. That's a small remnant. That's a pin needle, you guys. And you all are calling it a big number. No, that's a pin needle. And I'm a prophetess in the wilderness today, and I can say that's a pin needle. And I know you all think that's going to be a great number. Like this person talking about, is it a physical ship or a spiritual ship? What difference does it make? Are you going to be able to get on it? Are you in the right place with your spirit? You see? When you're in the right place with your spirit, guess what? You don't give a care about what way he take your butt out of here. You just want to get out. You want to be counted in. That's just it. And you know what I notice he's doing? He's doing things in one way. We're reading it, but he's doing it in a total different way. I mean, in the way that we are hearing it, is that the action that's going to take place, but it's not lining up with our thoughts and our ways. It's not, y'all. It's not. It's not lining up with our ways and our thoughts. So what difference does it's a physical ship or spiritual? Where are you in your spirit? You wouldn't be asking that question. You in the right place with him. To him, I don't care which way it is. Just let me be counted in, Father, y'all. Not as if it's important for you to know which ship is it, which one should I look for. This is the mindset of people. Now let's go to Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45 in verse 7. I'm just curious to see. I read this early this morning, you guys, and I'm just curious to see what the fathers have to really show here. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I formed the light and created the darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Ahia, do all these things. So whether it's a physical or spiritual, what difference does it make? Why do somebody have to tell you which one it is? Know that Yah is going to come and get his out. And what I learned was he's calling it gathering. He's calling it the four corners and gathering. All I know is that he's going to gather what belongs to him and get him up out of here. That's all that's important to me. No, I don't want to know. It ain't important to me how he's going to do it. And with me, it's hard for me to just say, oh, it's a ship or it's a plane. Because why would y'all come down here and find time to give a person a vision and a dream, telling them about how he's going to really do this? What if that was the case, couldn't he put it in here in the instructions and direction? He told us he's going to gather us from the four corners. What would be hard for him to say, and this is how I'm going to do it, and this is the hour, this is the year, this is the day. What, it wouldn't have been hard. if he felt that you should know? See, the common sense in a lot, it's not even common no more. We are overdoing it because we're not found where we need to be. And we want answers so we can feel like we where we should be. And you know that you far out in the distance, you're drowning. Okay? Now in Isaiah 45, I want you to see the tools again, where the Father is trying to let you know. You want to know what fear is? Hold up. You want to know what fear is? Hold up. Here it is. I formed the light, and I created the darkness. I made peace, and I created evil. And I, Ahia, do all these things. How you like me now? That's fear. He that holds all that power to do all of that and stand here today in the instructions and direction trying to get us to understand, look over to the head. That's the power. We over here in the body, in the church, looking over here at man. Oh, he's the bishop. He's the apostle. He's the prophet. He's the prophetess. She's the prophetess. He's the pastor. He's the apostle. Wait a minute, hold up. They ain't nothing but positions in the body. Who is the head? Who's the head? They don't want to claim it because they ain't part of the body. See, when you are part of the body of Hamashiach, you will know that the head is the power of who Yah is that's in control over the body. But they don't want to do that. They want to have their body separate. So you can praise them. You can honor them. You can look at them as rulers, leaders, and kings and leaders. See, this is how sick the mind is. I had to break down to this individual that Sister Deborah can see from the spiritual realm. If you all ever seen Purge, what's about to go on real sooner than you think, because his time is moving fast. And yep, they tampering with the time. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them for tampering with the time because it was prophesied. See, y'all thinking they doing something that they shouldn't be doing. See, this is where you know you ain't in the spiritual realm. When you see the world in the way that it is, in the condition and what they doing and how they doing it, and you can't look over here and say, Father God, all is in your hand. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. This world is not doing nothing that's not being orchestrated from my Father's hand. But because you don't know him like that, you don't know that right hand power, because you never knew him in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, all the way down, when he was saying, let power pull up and bring it forth. Oh, you didn't know nothing about that. You didn't know Yeshua was born of a woman. He was the son of man. But pulled up was the son of Yah, which is the Father's right-hand power that created everything on the face of the earth. And you too blind. No, you beyond blind. That you can't grip none of it because Yah ain't gave it to you to grip. You ain't gripped that we already got a head. What do we need the flesh of a man to be a head over what? See, that's why the people don't know that these men are lying to you all. But the Father said, leave them alone. Let them lie to them. They're not in the body. So what difference does it make? Because when you're in this body, you come to understand who truly the head is. Because the body is orchestrated by the Spirit of the Most High Yah. So the power got to be spirit. So therefore, we're running around here catching flesh, sitting up under flesh, doing it the way the flesh of men, and then you wonder why they arguing and debating and acting a fool and teaching hate on these devil platforms. Because they're not over the body. They're not of the body. The body is the church, y'all, and the saints. These people on these platforms ain't the saints. They ain't part of the body. Because then, why ain't they saying, wait a minute, y'all, I ain't the head, we got a head. Hamashiach, he's the head. Why ain't they saying that? No, they want you to think that they the head. They want you to keep believing that they the head. And y'all gonna let you believe it. He said, Deborah, leave them alone. So this is where we're at. All these things is saying that he created. You all somewhere don't get it. It's spirit and truth. If he's telling us he's the one that created evil, what is that telling you? Stand your tails down. This world can't have the power over evil when the one that created it. What kind of sense does that make? He was telling me earlier this morning. He said, Deborah, you know the 4 horses? He said, they don't even see. I pulled them up and they still can't see it. The 4 horses, didn't you hear what he told them to do? And you wandering around here trying to figure out what's going on in the world? Hey, you better hook up with the Most High Yah. Because what you see is what heavens has orchestrated. Because of your wicked and your evil, it's time for you to pay the price. I know it. You don't think you should have. And you know what else? What came to me today is, I know this is crazy, and I know y'all don't believe this here, but let me tell you what came to me. I saw people acting like, what they call it, The Walking Dead. I saw people all over the place like Walking Dead. And I'm like looking, I'm like, no, I'm not talking about people I'm actually seeing. This is what was coming to me when I was driving. There's going to be people all over the houses, between the houses, they're going to be walking dead. And I'm like saying, you mean like on the movie Walking Dead? Deborah, where do you think they got the Walking Dead from? And I'm just driving, still ain't making no sense to me. It's not making sense to me, y'all. It's not making sense. And I'm like, Revelation? Yes. You all do not understand. You looking for the Walking Dead like in the movie Walking Dead. Guess what's greater than that Walking Dead? It's the Walking Dead that is signed to eternal lake of fire. They are the one that's going to be forming this purge. They are the one that is making it lawlessness. Praise the mighty God. Those that are cutting up from the floor up on the earth, all this hooping and hollering, Sister Deborah keeps saying, but Father, they doing it. He said, Deborah, they dead already. See? When he told me 6 months ago, it's lawlessness, they dead already. That's why they walking around doing the things they doing. Y'all wonder why the crime is the way that it is and how these people are doing this and, they doing this. The Father said they missed it, Deborah. Those are dead people already. People don't have no compassion, no mercy. They're going around kicking in the house, shooting up people. Not just the shooting, the murdering, and the messing with these children. They dead already. See, they didn't know, Deborah, the Walking Dead didn't hit the earth. When did that happen, Father, y'all? Okay. Don't you remember where it says principality in high places? Yeah, I remember that. I know that. I can quote that. He said, okay, when my judgment hit the earth, they are not in high places anymore. They own the earth. And we run around here listening to these people talk this trash and don't even know what is among us. That's what happened to me Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I walked in. That's supposed to have been family, y'all. This is supposed to be family. And he showed me with family from all over different states in the midst of one area for both 2-3 days. And he showed me the spirits, let me know they dead already. And then he's telling me, I'm driving almost home. You know the movie Walking Dead? I said, yeah, I remember The Walking Dead. But see, I was pitching The Walking Dead as, you know how they have their mouth be crooked and blood is running out of their head and sores and, you know, they're walking, you know, and actually they call it Walking Dead because they already dead and they walking. When that's what Yah is saying is on the earth today. The people are dead already. They ain't got nothing to lose to kill you. They ain't got nothing to lose to rob you. They ain't got nothing to lose to do any of this. See how y'all messed up from the floor up and don't know who you dealing with? You see the power in the one you're supposed to be fearing? Because this is what he's allowing to take place. So the movie Walking Dead is fully being fulfilled as we speak in this midnight hour that we have left. They are walking all over the place. That's why the crime is where it's at. They dead already. Who are they dead in? And who said they dead? They walking around with normal clothes. They walking around as normal people, but the Father letting me know, but baby, they dead in the spirit already. So they don't care about what they do on the earth. The principality in high places, they down there too, devil. They think I'm playing. I told them my judgment is going to hit the earth, and it's going to bring fire. That's what he told. Y'all don't remember me telling y'all that 7 months ago. He's bringing fire. You see? And see, Sister Deborah see the fires in Canada and in Atlanta. And I'm saying, oh, China them doing that through the laser. He said, see, you'll see it, Deborah, one way. But you got to bring it back to the spiritual realm. They can't be doing that unless I have already orchestrated it to fulfill my will. You see what I'm saying? While we running around here thinking we own everything. And then you back up in Isaiah 45:7. He come up and say, I formed the light. I created darkness. I made peace. I create evil. And if you think evil ain't on this earth today, who you gonna call it to be? I, a higher, do all these things. And we run around here thinking we Big Daddy Kane. We're going to get guns. We're going to fight back. We're going to get land, and we're going to get fields, and we're going to grow food. And all this mess is going on, and you ain't got no spirit and truth resting therein. You ain't got no light to walk in all this darkness. You see why the Father had to mark hands in the forehead? So not to test their flesh. That's why. They already was branded in the spirit. But he had the angels to mark them in their forehead so that nobody won't mess with their flesh. That's what that was all about. See, nobody didn't know that. He didn't want the grass, the seed, the earth, the trees, nothing to interfere with this flesh, nor is he going to let man interfere with it. So if you ain't got the mark of the Most High Yah in your forehead, you up Mess Creek, and Creek ain't in you. I'm telling you. You gone. So you go on running around here and disrespect and dishonor him, profane his name, and you do whatever you want, baby. It is finished. So you can work on another task and get ready, get ready, get ready. How many times Sister Deborah said, when they come knocking on your door, then you're going to say that he ain't been talking it all this time. Oh, yes. He always got a ram in the bush to speak his word before he brings stuff forth. Because that's how just he is. He ain't somebody that's going to just allow all these things to take place and not give you the upper hand or not upper hand, a head up. That's how just he is. That's just is to let you know. See, so while y'all walking around here and you thinking this crime and all this stuff that's going on, you really want to say all the white man this and a white man that and a white man that and the heathens and the elites. The elites are all behind the evil in which Yah created them to do. My thing is just thanking him for just allowing me to live to see his every move. He don't even have to tell me, but he do. Now I'm driving down, coming home, minding my own business. He come telling me about the Walking Dead. And I'm like, I'm seeing all these Walking Dead, but they not. I don't see anything, but I can see it in my thought. And then that's when he started to share with me. He started to share with me. They're going to be coming up out of everywhere. And that's where you see the lawlessness, the crime. And a lot of time people look at people out here like in Chicago and everywhere, in every state, that's killing and murder as bad. Let me tell you something. You ain't seen nothing yet, baby. You ain't seen nothing yet. When they hit your door, see where you gonna see how your spirit gonna act. Mm-hmm. And it's got to go there because he's speaking to you and you ignoring him. You act like he ain't doing nothing, and they just doing whatever they want to do. You ain't reading. Okay, wait a minute. Here you go. He say, okay, I pull out 4 horses, Deborah, and they don't have the sense to read what the 4 horses represent because they think it's daytime. It's playtime. They think that this is their will. This is the way they gonna orchestrate it and make things go. They ain't paid attention to the 4 horses. Each time you notice that in Revelation, they get worse and worse and worse. And yes, it does. He's sending them out big time, one after the other, one after the other. And everybody looking at the heathens, the Gentiles, and the elites. They are doing the evil in which was prophesied. They bringing it forth. Why? Because they were created to do evil, to go to hell. They were created to do evil just so they can go to hell. See how y'all, why did you think he let Satan come down to the earth? So he can do his evil that he created him to do. Then he said and told us from the beginning. From the beginning, I put something there for me and something for you. Your seed is this, my seed is this. And we're going to war all the time we hear. But mine's going to prevail because it's going to crush your head every time. You think a snake can get his head crushed and not die? Or get his head crushed and never be the same? That's what Yah is telling his. That you're going to crush his head. Oh, your steps that I order is going to be affected, but you're going to crush his head every chance you get. Because I created you to do that. And not out of your power and out of your strength, but out of my will, said the Most High Yah. Okay, so let's go to Proverbs 16. Sister Deborah said a mouthful. I'm sitting here learning as I speak. And I call that beautiful because I like how the Father gives me information even as I speak unto thee. Proverbs 16 and verse 4. I think we covered this the other day. Proverbs 16 and 4. Proverbs 16. Did we cover this one yesterday? I think we did. Proverbs 16 and 4. Ahijah has made all things for himself, not for man. See how sick they are? Oh, woman was created for man and not man for woman. Both of y'all tails was created for the Father's will. So how is she created for you? And you created for her. You created for him. Proverbs 16 verse 4. Ahijah has made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. This is the day of evil we in. He have already created them to do what they are doing. That's somebody who's capable of doing that. Is worthy to be feared. And I don't get it. You don't have no fear on the earth of the Most High Yah. And I fear because I know I cannot, you guys, I cannot make it without him. I'm nothing without him. I can't think without him. I can't eat without him. I can't sleep without him. I can't wake up without him. You see, I can't forgive without him. I can't pray without him. What make me think I can do without him? I can't. And I won't. And I won't. And I won't. Because I can't. I just can't. Okay? So let's go to John. I'm trying to see, let's go to John chapter, you know what? John chapter, where is my verses? Wow. I'm trying to see. These sound like the same ones I had yesterday. But wait a minute. Wow. I did a good lesson this morning, and I'm trying to see, is this the verses? Let me go to John chapter 3, verse 19. Maybe it'll come up and let me know. John chapter 3, verse 19. Something's going on. John chapter 3, verse 19. No, this got to be, I can't find my verses. 1 minute. Let me find my verses. Let me see. I don't understand. Where is my verses? You all, I get up every morning and listen to the Most High Yah lead and guide me. And you know what? I do not see. Well, okay then. I think I did more than enough regarding the topic in which I title this message. Let's go to Psalms 48. This is something's going on. Psalms 48. You guys, let me see if this is here. And if not, I'm gonna have to bring out the silence. There's a code of silence among those that are within. And I had all my, I did go out and do a lot of taking care of business, but I did this morning. Psalms 48 in verse 7. No. Hey, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, you guys. I guess I said more than enough. I'm gonna have to make sure if anybody have any questions, you can ask. We got a few minutes that we can. I'm trying to piece this together. If you all see all these verses, I'm trying to match it with my topic because I had it all lined up. And I thought I had tore it out and put it in the Bible, but it looks as if my verses is not here to support the code of silence within. 17, let me see here. Nope, that's not it either. So I guess anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, and it looks as if Sister Deborah don't have. And you know what? That happened before, and I don't like that feeling because I sat up under the study with the Ruach just to get those verses. And okay, let me just say this. There is, oh, I cannot believe this. No. I think I found it, you guys. Let me go here. Let me go here first before I say it. Let me see here. Let me go here right quick. I'm not going to hold you long. Isaiah 1. Okay, let's go to Isaiah chapter 48 and verse 1. I think I found the verses. Isaiah chapter 48, not 48, 58. Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Now, what do you think about that? Do you think that he's speaking to those who are without to do this? The Father is not telling y'all to get on YouTube, Facebook, and all these other platforms and listen to things that soothe you and make you feel good in your flesh. It's nothing greater that can put you in such a good mood outside of the spirit of Yah from within that spread without. A lot of us are so caught up in making sure everything on our outer man is taken care of and is satisfied, till we don't understand our spiritual man, our inner man, which is our spiritual man, needs that nourishment of spirit and truth. They need the light to walk in all this darkness. It gives your flesh some light so you can see in this darkness. Oh, set an example. I was telling you, I was coming home, and it wasn't that I was seeing people, but I was listening to the Spirit say to me, you see the people? And I'm seeing them now as if they really there, but they really weren't there. He said, like unto the walking dead. And I'm looking at the walking dead people in my mind, like he's showing it to me. And I'm looking at it like that. He said, they don't look like this. They're dead for real, Deborah, but yet they walking. If you don't think that that's scary, I don't know what is. He's telling you right now, they right now on the earth. So when you run around here and seeing all this stuff that's going on, and it's like unbelievable, every day it gets worse and worse and worse, because these people are dead that's doing all this. They're already dead. They can be found in the books that leads to the lake of hell. Let me go here. In Revelation chapter 20. We got to go here because this is where it explains to you. So when you thinking The Walking Dead started that series and that movie all these years, is because these people was affected in the science. The science really did it to them. But this was just something that was happening. What did these people have on mind? What did they do? What did they do? What were they doing? Killing, doing all kind of things, eating human, killing, because they dead already. They don't care if they kill you. They don't care if you a baby. They don't care if you are elderly. Yah is telling me, Deborah, this is what's on the earth. This is what's on the earth. The walking dead. Now look at Revelation chapter 20. Look at Revelation chapter 20. We finna go there, y'all. We're gonna go all the way there. Okay? Verse 12. Revelation chapter 20, verse 12. Now he taking me here now because it matched what I'm trying to get y'all to see, what he was showing me. Now listen to this. Verse 12. I saw the dead, small and great, mean children and great people, standing before the throne of Yah. Why are they standing before the throne of Yah and they dead? Get it, y'all. Get it. Catch it. And the books. You see that S? The books. That's to the lake of fire. Those that's in that book are the dead. They already assigned people. They already assigned people to the lake of fire. So you think them being here on the earth gives a rat's behind of who you are? They don't. They already dead. That's why he took me back to Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Deborah, they were already divided. The serpent seed and the woman seed had already had something between them to where it was something that one couldn't interfere with the other. And the other one couldn't interfere with the other because that's how I willed it to be. So while y'all down here don't understand why the broad gate is so broad, it leads to the lake of fire. So if the broad gate is so broad and very many shall go therein, they are the dead, baby. And he letting you know. And I saw the dead. Now, how is John sitting here telling you he saw the dead? What do he know about the dead? You see? It's the outlook that the Father gave him. To know that these people that were standing before the throne, small and great, they are dead. Watch this here. And the books were open. The books were open. And another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead was judged out of the things which were written in the books according to their works. Who was a judge? The dead. Those that's going into, which is in the book of life, those already in the book of life, they don't die again. They live eternal. So we know that he's talking about the dead. That's why he's letting you know, small and great, I don't care. Baby, newborn, all of it. It's dead. When they come to my throne, they dead. So what makes you think they ain't dead on the earth? Come on now. Heaven had already orchestrated them. Before the foundation of the world, they was assigned. To what? The books or the book. The Lamb book of life or the books of the dead. So you see where the walking dead come from? They dead already on the earth, moving about. How is it you still dead? You got your arms chopped off, your legs chopped off. Your torso is chopped in half, but yet you still moving. What is that? That's the movie, The Walking Dead. It's letting you know they still walking. They still living even though they dead because they got to do the evil on the earth. They got to eat others. So other can be what? Be dead. So this is what is going on, y'all. The dead is feeding the dead down here. That's why in our community, they put them guns there so we can kill each other. Because we already dead. Our people are already dead. You can't change heaven's books. It is written. When was it written? Before the foundation of the world. Everybody was already assigned. The dead ends up in the lake of fire. Where did they start to be dead? Here on the earth. They are already dead, y'all. That's the ultimate punishment. But guess where they're going to do it? Right here on the earth. You're going to even feel that these people need to be in the lake of fire. If you don't see the stuff that's going on and you looking at these people doing this stuff and don't feel this thing because you dead. Okay, let me show the example. Okay. In the movie, you see the Walking Dead walking beside each other. They're talking. They're not talking to each other. Why ain't they trying to eat each other? Hello. Why ain't the people in Walking Dead trying to eat each other? Because they're not out there to eat each other. They out there to eat the living, to kill the living, to make the living join their walking dead. You get it? When they took that from even Revelation and other parts of the Bible, they know exactly what they're doing. They're giving you a movie to prepare you because the Father said you got to leave the light on. The light is for, the light that he wants them to leave on is for the saints and the righteous one that's branded, so they can see clear what is actually happening. You can't see it because you could be dead. But he tells Satan and his crew, leave, whatever you do, leave a light on. And let me tell you something. This sister in the wilderness didn't seen the light on pretty bright. And if it wasn't for the grace of the Most High Yah keeping me in my right mind from what he's showing me from the wilderness and what I'm seeing, I keep telling y'all, I see it for what it is. And it bothers me dearly because I'm still in the flesh. Can't get it. Y'all don't see this. Y'all don't see them doing this. Y'all don't see them doing this. Y'all don't see none of that. But you see all this other sick mess, Beyonce and what these so-called prophetess is telling you, that God is telling Obama and telling Biden, and God is doing this to Biden. Sit y'all tails down. You are dead. How is it you speaking? How? How can you speak? Oh, I forgot. They speaking to the dead. Praise the mighty God. That's why Sister Deborah can tell y'all, this mess on all these platforms is trash. It's dead already. How many times did I tell you it's over? It's over. If y'all don't give you a clear sight to see and a light to walk therein, you dead as dead can be. That's why he showed me my family. He showed me all these people. They had the same spirit. He wants me to know you got to leave them behind. I wanted to so bad be the fault. I wanted to be the fault. I wanted to be the one that's not right. To see all them like that, I wanted to be the one that's not right. But not so, said the Most High Yah. Look at them. Look at that spirit. Look at that spirit. Look what this spirit do. They set me up so they set me up so bad, y'all. They set me up, and they said the Father is with me with this, and he said I was with you. I was with you all the way. Didn't I say I was gonna be? I said yes, you sure was. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have came out of it and closed in my right mind. Praise the mighty Yah. Because that's just how horrible the experience, even today, waking up with knowing that took place to me. That took place to me. Oh, with me. Oh, Father Yah. It's a testimony that I'm gonna give real soon, but it is off the chain. Now here in Isaiah, in wait a minute, Revelation chapter 20, Revelation chapter 20 and verse 12, you see, and he said, listen to this here, verse 13, and the sea gave up the dead, which was in it, and death and hell delivered the dead, which were in them. Who is that? The grave. They're going to the lake of fire too. See, y'all, I'm telling y'all in the wrong place at the wrong time. Be about the Father's business and not about all this yang doo-doo, all this old mess that's going on. There's prophets out there and prophetess. They ain't telling you nothing regarding the Most High Yah. Food on your plate spiritual. They ain't saying nothing because they are a code of silence without the Spirit of Yah. And those who have the Spirit of Yah, guess what? They are resting among those who have not the Spirit of Yah. You see? So I say unto you, let's go to Isaiah, I haven't finished, Isaiah 58 in verse, what was we at? Let's go back to verse 1. Cry loud, spare not. Is that not what Sister Deborah is doing? Is that not what I am doing? Cry loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob, that means the whole 12 tribes, their sin. Now, if this is saying that, why ain't nobody doing it? See, that didn't I tell y'all? Why ain't nobody doing that? There's a code of silence that has hit the earth. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. You know what I just told y'all about the Walking Dead? If you didn't catch that, you're in a heap of trouble. Because that Walking Dead is real. These people are out here already dead. Their destiny is the lake of fire. They're already dead. So they don't care about what they do to you. Your neighbors, your co-workers, your job, your school. These people are out here walking dead. They don't care. Like the Walking Dead don't care. But you don't see them eating each other. So who are they going after? Praise the mighty Yah. The one that got life. The Walking Dead is walking like it got life. It's moving. It's trying to eat you. Well, why is it trying to eat you? Because you got life. You got life. You see how they made that movie? See, that's why I tell y'all, a lot of things that they put together, it has some backing of the instructions and direction book. It don't have the fullness, but it has some backing. Enough that nobody out here should be lost, but because they are dead, they are lost. Now, in verse 2, yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteous and forsook not the audience of their God. They asked of me the audience of just. They take delight in the approaching to God. See, this is showing you that people are not who they think they pretend to be. This is really what this is saying. They are not. This is the Walking Dead. Say, for instance, in the movie The Walking Dead, one is bitten, but you don't know that they already converted into that the Walking Dead, and you get up trusting them. Listen to this verse, Isaiah chapter 58, verse 2. Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteous. They ain't following my ways, and they trying to pretend that they are a nation that have done righteous, knowing that they have not. Now watch this here. And forsook not the audience of their Yah. They have forsook Yah totally, but pretend to be righteous. Is that not what I was just telling y'all earlier about these platforms? I was just telling y'all that earlier. To where the ones that's in the code of silence with, they are following those and resting with those without, and is content. No problem, none whatsoever, for they are dead, said the Most High Yah. They are dead. And then it says, they asked of me the audience of just. They take delight in the approaching to Yah. See, role playing, pretending. And they think the Father don't see what they doing and what's really going on. Now watch this, verse 3. Wherefore have we fast, said they, and thou see it not. Wherefore have we afflict our spirit, and thou take it no knowledge. Behold, in the day of your fast, ye found pleasure and enact all your labor. Let me tell you all All this is faking. That's what he's trying to get you all to see. You all run around here and try to keep these days of the Hebrew Israelite movement, their feast days and their day of this and their day of that. It's worse as the pagan holiday. How you like me now? He even told you it's going to be like the days of Noah. They're going to be feasting, you see, marrying and giving in marriage. And in this day and time, what are these Hebrew Israelite men running around here doing? All about many wives, marrying virgins, doing exactly what he said. Every imagination in their thoughts were evil and wicked, continually said the Most High Yah regarding Noah back in the days of Noah. Oh, they won't preach that to you. See, they won't tell y'all that. They ain't gonna go over to those type of areas because they don't. If they have to go over there, they got it all for the flesh of man, and they put it on giants and the fallen angels. But y'all said, "Hold up, Deborah, bag they butts up and bag they butts back down." Go back to Genesis chapter 3:15. It already told you who's who and what's what. So what are they talking about over in Genesis? Over in Genesis 6, the days of Noah. They talking about giants. They talking about fallen angels. Why ain't you talking about men? Genesis 6 verse 1 said men and daughters. Why are we on giants? And why are we on fallen angels? Because it doesn't say fallen angels. It says the sons of Yah. You don't know who the son of Yah is because that's how off balance y'all are, because you didn't know who was in Genesis speaking and who was there creating everything. You didn't know that. You didn't know Genesis 3:15 already divided everybody to go this or here or here. While you up in Genesis 6 trying to tell people, oh, it's the giants and the fallen angels, use a lie. Because it doesn't say it's the fallen angel. It says the sons of Yah. And you won't find in no scripture in the King James Bible that says that it is the fallen angel. It told you it was the sons of Yah. You know who the sons of Yah is, y'all? Y'all don't even know who the sons of Yah is, are you? Remember the division in Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. He told Satan, I'm going to have mine and you're going to have yours. You're going to have this seed and I'm going to have mine. What we don't understand, Yahs are the sons of Yah. It's just that they get caught up with the seed of Satan. That's what happened. Stop lying. But they ain't got nothing else to do. They'll leave them alone. They dead anyway. That's why they lying. That's why I look at these platforms and I call it out the devil platform. Because the devil is working his work with those that are already dead. And none of them will come to the knowledge because they're where they're supposed to be. He have already separated this seed from the woman's seed. He already said it. So we can't go nowhere in this book and change that. The sons of Yah, the sons of Yah, the sons of Yah. How could you get that confused with the fallen angels? The sons of Yah, the sons of Yah, the sons of Yah. How could you get that confused with the fallen angels? This is why he says that my spirit won't always dwell with man, for he is flesh. He says that to me. His spirit won't always dwell with the things that I do that is unrighteous. You see, because I am flesh. He's not saying that they are not minds, people. He's not saying that I am not his. It's just the statements we get into, the things that Sister Deborah do that does not please Yah. Because I'm in the flesh. Look what David did. He killed his head soldier. He had committed adultery and had a baby by a married man and took the man and put him on the front line to be murdered. But it didn't change his position with Yah. Come on now, y'all. A lot of things that they done. He never wanted us to go and do what they did. He wanted us to understand the part that was spiritual about them, their spiritual walk. What we do, we take their flesh walk. That's what these men are doing when they talk about polygamy. They taking the flesh walk of these men and making it righteous and calling it righteous. And they can't do that because it's about flesh on flesh. Having women is flesh on flesh. It don't have nothing to do with spirit. So why are you making it righteous? Only thing righteous is that which is in the spirit. You cannot call the things of the flesh righteous because it is not. But that's what they taught you because you're still dead. When it all boiled down, devil, you can be on here. He said this platform a million years. If they dead, they dead. You see? And that's what a lot of y'all don't understand. They pulled that bad boy out of Revelation. The walking dead. You can be dead and be walking. And that's what you see in the world today. People who are already dead. Where are they dead? They are they are the lake of fire bound already. Satan is already. You go into Revelation 19, you see how easy the beast and Satan go to the lake of fire. Like it ain't nothing. Because why are they going to fight against the one that has the power over it all? You see? They already dead in the lake of fire. And all of those that you see on this, you're not going to be able. See, a lot of people want to justify these people and clarify and say, oh, they ain't this and oh, it ain't that bad, or it ain't that bad out here. And that's why y'all keep putting his foot to the pedal. That's why the fire is so kindled. That's why all the wicked is hitting it. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse to where you're going to die in the worst of the worst. And that's why I say, y'all think purge. If you ever take a look at the first purge and the second one and know that it's going to be worse than that. Why? Because you all wants to try the Father. You want to make him a lie so you can live a truth. Okay? You're going to see. You believe in those people that's dead. That's what the code of silence within is doing. They're resting, being quiet, silent, and resting on their heads, on the bosom of those without. They don't have the spirit. They don't have spirit and truth nor the light. And that's what people are running to, those type of people. And with me, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of the wilderness. I'm like, oh, Father, they don't know nothing about that. Because when he was telling me about the walking dead, I was like, where is that coming from? But when he finished with it, I was like, Father, that's in Revelation. In more than one place. He said, yeah. Because these people are dead, Deborah. They don't care about knocking in your door and killing you. Only one going to protect you is me. These ignorant people out here really believe that the world, their guns, their land, their crop, everything going to protect them. Because they ready. But they not ready, y'all. They dead. Why they dead? Because they don't understand. The dead is out here to come after those that are living. And those that has life, y'all's getting up out of here. Even the Gentiles gonna get up out of here with us because they got life. And that's what's gonna be left here. That's why I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all will never understand. The whole world already sat at the table. All the whole world on the four corners, all over, all the countries sat at the table and said, we're gonna bring people into one country, and that's the United States. We're going to bring this country to the low of the lowest. But you all let us send our people to your country. Revelation told you. This is going to be the land of the unclean devil spirits. He told you in Revelation 18, this is going to be the country that's going to have this. And you all just walking around here like, people just letting these people bring all these migrants in here. That's why. These are unclean spirits, y'all. These are devils. It tells you that in Revelation. And that's where they're going to be, right here. People going to be killing each other, purging. White people going to be killing white people. They're going to be killing. They're going to be killing most black people, but they're going to be killing white people. But black people, let me tell you something. You ain't got nothing coming. Because he didn't turmoil with you for too long. That's why he going to get hands out. You're going to be left right here with the dead because you are dead. you are dead. And that's why black people don't have no problem. These black men don't have no problem teaching other black men how to hate women. That's why, y'all. They dead already, said the Most High, y'all. Deborah, they dead. What do do you see the Walking Dead eating one another? No, because they're all dead. That's why they stick together. They dead. They don't know they are. They ain't read this under the rock. They don't know that they dead already. That's why they can hate. That's why they can murder and kill and send all these men out here to do that. Then you run up and you pull up all up in Isaiah chapter 3 and 25. What did he say? Isaiah chapter 3 and 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men by the war. You want to be bad? You want to be tough? You want to be the man? You want to be the head? You want to be the leader? You want to have your gun? You're gonna die. You're gonna die. And he's already letting you know by the sword and in the war. Where is this war at, Father, y'all? He's talking about the Hebrew Israelites, y'all. Where is this war at? It's doing the purge. He's telling them that. And they ran around and telling you now we're going to have 7 women to 1 man. You stupid fools. You can't even see that you're dead, that you're going to die. These are people who are dead already. So when the women see a man that's living, automatically they're going to know that he is holy because he's not dead. And they say, I want the name that he has. Holy is his name. They don't get it, baby. They don't get it. They ain't going to get it because it ain't for them to get. Because you're dead. If you're dead, you're dead. Let's go to Ezekiel. No. Let me go to one more. Let me go to Isaiah chapter 1. Let me see what he's saying here. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 13. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 13. Okay. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 13. Bring no more vain obligation, incense is an abomination unto me. Don't be going around trying to bring vain obligation, incense is an abomination unto me. So don't be going trying to bring me into a form where you worship, because it's over. Okay, listen to this. Is 13, verse 13. The new moons and the Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meetings. He's talking to Hebrew Israelites. Your Sabbaths, your assemblies, your solemn meetings, get away from me with all of it. It don't mean nothing. And y'all run around here chasing these Hebrew Israelites like they God most gift to you. And these people been sending y'all tales all in so much darkness of evil and wicked abomination. And he's telling you here, verse 14 says, your new moons and your appointed feasts, my spirit hates. They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. Verse 15, and when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. Yea, when you make many prayers, I will not hear you. Your hands are full of blood. Praise the Most High. And you think you coming out. You think you coming out. See, y'all, these people done got y'all messed up from the floor up. And guess what? The Father said, it is finished. It is finished. He's telling you right here, don't come to me with all that mess. You trying to manipulate and control these people with you like you savage and all these solemn feasts and all these feast days. And I hate all that, he said. Why? Because it's an abomination. It don't have nothing to do with me. It don't have, what he said is, it don't have nothing to do with spirit and truth. It has no detachment to the light. That's dead mess. That's for people who dead. So go on, worship these men. Worship these here feast days and these abominations and all this stuff that they're telling you all. Worship him because the day is night. So when this all said and done, in the midst of all your worshiping and serving their feast days and all that they're doing, guess what? You're going to die right in this country. You're going to die right here. That's why he told them in Revelation to mark mines in their forehead. Because those would be the one I pull out. Because I want the forehead to be marked so that death, man, sea, the earth, the grass, the tree won't touch them. Nothing better not touch them. Because they'll see the mark. My mark in their forehead. Because I'm coming to get them. So ain't nothing going to come. See? So those are not dead. They're getting up out of here. You see? They might be dead in their mental state of mind, but they're not dead. They're going to get up out of here. But the others, just imagine, once he take his out, everything left here is going to die. And when they wake up to the glory, to stand their dead tails before the throne, just to go to the lake of fire. Praise the mighty Yah. That's the way my Father rumbled. That's the one I fear. The one has the control to see that his word is fulfilled. The Most High don't buckle up under man. Man don't tell him what to do and how to do it and the way to do it. Just because you all and buckle y'all tails up under it, don't mean he gonna buckle up under it. Because he said that I have a church and they are in the body. And I gave it a head, which is my power, my word, and my spirit. I gave them all those gifts, Deborah, and they threw them away. I called them to be this, and man told them, you ain't. So they, got silent in everything they were called by me to do. But what the flesh of man, the dead men and women didn't know, they were still life in me. So I'm coming to get them. You the one dead. You have heard over and over and over that there's going to be a purge. Do you think these heathens and these Gentiles are stocking and getting their weapons for just to have it for a rainy day? No. The first one they're going to bump off is those that's left here. The tribe of Judah and the house of Israel that's going to be left right here on this land. Because the world decided to come together to the table, and they already got it planned. When they get to the level where they want it to go, they're going to blow this place off the map. It ain't going to be off the map. They're going to destroy everybody here. And like I'm going to show you how ignorant people are. People thinking they want to eliminate the population. Baby, how are they going to eliminate the population? And life and death is in my Father's hand and not in theirs. Wake up, people. Wake up. Wake up. And I know you sleep. You to the point of dead sleep. Why would, or how is it that they going to eliminate the population? That's part of their plan. Is so that they can still ease their way on out before it get real bad. But they're going to eliminate the population before they ease on out. That's what they're trying to do. Now, how is they going to do that as if life and death is in their hand? It's not. Y'all just missed it. Even that V that came through here, everyone that left out of here, still life and death is in the hand of the Father. You didn't hear the horses being released. So what happened? If they trying to eliminate the population, what gives you the right to say that they have the power to do that? Because you flesh. You got to feed these people on this devil platform a lie to believe. You've been feeding them for so long, you got to give them something. But the truth be told, he that is spirit and truth knows that life and death is only in the hands of the Most High Yah. He said nobody can pluck them out. I brought them in with the day to come in and the day to go out. How can the world have the choice to take them out? Impossible. Now that's impossible. What you fail to realize, that he already prophesied. 2/3 here, 1/3 here, half here. He already prophesied life is going to cease on the earth. But we're too ignorant to follow his will, to follow his way. We at a cold of silence for righteousness because we're resting on unrighteous, the bosom of the unrighteous one, and going their way. Because we don't understand this is not the way the flesh of man rumble, it's the way that the Father has already orchestrated. And when you can put this thing back into the hand and the power of who the Father is, oh, you all right. You all right then. You all right. So with all this stuff that I see, this something else I seen all up in my family. Everybody doing this drinking, this alcohol. And they drinking it like it's a glass of water now. And everybody thinking that all this is okay. This is what it's all about. You see? And if you ain't a part of it, you the evil one. Ain't that deep? So you have to stand back and see it in the spiritual realm and realize, wait a minute. You mean I planned this program, this whole thing for me to get a lesson? You know what that led me to realize? Yeah, it's on its way. Has to be. You allow me to orchestrate this so I can learn something in this? That's deep for me. I know he cares for me. For me to have to go through all this here, this is going on the 5th day. Tomorrow will be the 6th. Sunday will be the 7th of the whole thing. A week without. And somewhere, I don't know what's going to take place after then. But I do know I've learned. I'm going to learn tomorrow. I'm going to learn Sunday about what took place, why it took place, how it took place, and what it is fully in detail of why. I got a feeling, I really have a feeling that something is about to take place. I can't pinpoint it, and it could be just toward me. It could be happening to me. I don't know. All I know is it's a powerful thing for the Most High, for me to be a child of the Most High in the wilderness, taught as a prophetess in the wilderness, and for me to have to suffer that from Monday to today and tomorrow and Sunday, and know for sure that it was the Father's will, that I see it for what it is. What's to come now? I don't know. I'll keep you in tune because it's going to be something. It got to be. And I think that a lot of things we're seeing, and we're blaming the world, the heathens, the president, the Republicans, the Democrats, and they talking about the beast. All that was orchestrated by the Father. That's the judgment, y'all. That's a part of the judgment. You want to act a monkey? You gonna keep acting a monkey. You dead already. How you like them now? You dead already. That's why you acting a monkey. People run around here doing the things that they doing, don't have spirit and truth in them, don't have the light to walk in this darkness. You dead already, baby. You just don't know it. You dead as dead can be. So I don't care what you say on this devil platform. I don't care if you preach, teach, and give all these dreams and vision that the Most High has given you. You dead. Because you ain't came to no light to realize that you dead. You're doing everything you're doing in the name of grabbing something from the devil's platform. They're going to give you a little platform. They're going to give you a little check, and you all about that. And you're calling it the visions and dreams of God. Like he needs to come to you and wake you up in the midnight hour and give you dreams and vision regarding Beyonce. When Beyonce has already listed as dead. So what are you doing? Why do he need to come to you and tell you something about Beyonce and give you a message to give to Beyonce? Why do he need to give you a message to give to TD Jakes? People who already is dead. Why do you have to be? Because you are dead, feeding the dead. That's why. You just ain't figured it out. That's what I call the code of silence of those who follow people like that. Because they dead. If you're sitting getting visions and dreams about this and this and this and this, hold up, bro, hold up. What is in the instructions and direction book? Where's the Ruach that said he's to teach you all things? What is the sense of him teaching you? He's going to meet you every hour or every night telling you to tell the world this. The world is already dead, baby. Hold up. You missed Genesis 3 and 15. He already divided the spirit from the flesh. Satan's seed and her seed has already been divided. What are you talking about? So why do he need you to go over here to let me say somebody else. Kanye's other wife, and tell her that if she don't repent, wait a minute. Why are you going to all the people who worship Satan, telling them that the Father has a message for them? Why is he giving you so many messages to tell everybody stuff that's not doing anything to change their spirit and their truth? Not bringing spirit and truth in them, not giving them light in the midst of the darkness so they can see their way. But he gonna give you all the dreams and vision about bombs here and this fire here and this, when his revelation already bust that in and bust that out. Where you at? See, that it's in the name of a check. It's a name of awards. They do these things. They're not doing it in the name of bringing you to the light. They're not doing it in the name of spirit and truth. They're doing it in the name of what they're wanting out of their platform. And you all sitting here running and eating it. Come asking me, is it a physical a ship or is it a spiritual? If you right in your spirit, you tell me. Because anybody that's right in their spirit, they don't give a rat's behind if it's spiritual or if it's physical. They just want to be on the ship. How you like him now? So Sister Deborah say, I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in to this message. And let me tell you something. This was truly food for the spirit. And you need to either hear it again and take a hold of what Sister Deborah is saying. Because I said something to you all that I wasn't ready to say. And the Father suffered me too when he told me about the living dead. Those who walk in dead. They already dead already, y'all. Their destiny is to the lake of fire. That's why you see all this chaos out here. They don't care. You think this country care about poisoning everybody? They don't care. They already dead. You see what I'm trying to say to you all? So you got to be about who you're supposed to be about. And that is the life, the breath of life in which is in you and his spirit. You have to have your relationship with him, not with this world, because they dead in a handbasket. So Sister Deborah, appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in, and I hope that you got something out of it. And I want to let you know I will be back. Shalom and shalom.